that was reasonable. Okay. In a recent case of suicide, the body was found slumped in a chair, and no revolver, knife, or razor was found in the room. Of the following, the most reasonable hypothesis from the data given is that A, the person had taken some poison, B, the person had hanged himself, C, the person had died as a result of a heart attack, D, the person had been murdered in another room and the body had been moved after his death, E, the murderer had taken the weapon with him.
The body is found slumped in a chair. No weapons around. Well, it couldn't be that he hanged himself. What, heart attack? Slumped in a chair. Taken some poison? Eh?
That's right.
Oh, really? I just guessed at that one.
He took poison. Yeah, I think I would have said maybe the heart attack myself.
Here, let me try you. Suppose that while patrolling your post in an unfrequented area, you do a lot of this patrolling your post, don't you?
Here, go on.
Okay, back to you and your post. You're in this unfrequented area at 1 a.m., and you find a man sprawled on the ground in an alley. The man's throat has been cut and he is dead. There's considerable blood on the ground, but the man does not appear to be bleeding. Of the following, the first step you should take is to A, straighten the man out so that he's resting comfortably. B, telephone your precinct. C, investigate to determine whether the blood on the ground is the blood of the man on the ground. D, look for passerbys to assist you. Or E, carry the man out to the street.
Well, no. I'm sure that the blood on the ground right under him is his own blood. I'd call the precinct B.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's the easy way out. Yeah.
Okay, let me give you another one. Suppose that Mr. A, the proprietor of a fur business, is found dead at his place of business at 8 a.m. His death appears to have occurred as a result of the fact that he's hanging from a rope tied to a water pipe. In the pockets of Mr. A's trousers are a number of pawn tickets for furs, and second, a lapsed insurance policy for $10,000. On the basis of this information only, the best inference is that A, Mr. A committed suicide because of business difficulties. B, Mr. A had been working late and was murdered by thieves. Or C, his death is the consequence of an accident. D, Mr. A has been murdered by a person or person to whom he owed money and whom he was unable to repay. Or E, it's safe only to declare that Mr. A probably did not commit suicide. The fact that so few articles were found in his pockets is a substantial basis for extended additional investigation.
Well, I think I'd say A, because he could have been killed by land sharks or something, and they made it look like a suicide. I'd say A.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me find the place. No, Squint, it's A. He committed suicide because of business difficulties.
Sure, that's what it looks like on the surface, but what if they set him up to look that way? It should have additional investigation.
Well, see, sometimes our logic doesn't match with theirs, does it? That's what I kept telling you when it was me, and you kept laughing.
I was only joking, yeah. Give me another one.
Determine the length of the room, then draw a line on your paper. Oh, we don't want to do that one. I don't want to get into drawing lines and everything. How about this one? When the bodies of two women were found stabbed in an inner room of an apartment, it was first believed that it was a case of mutual homicide. Of the following clues found at the scene, the one which indicates that it was more likely a case of murder by a third party is the fact that A, the door to the apartment was found locked, B, there were bloodstains on the outer door of the apartment, C, there was a switchblade knife in each body, D, no money could be found in the room where the bodies were, E, both women were fully clothed.
Her. Well, no. B, because there was bloodstains on the outer door of the apartment.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it says.
Well, I got that right.
Okay, Detective O'Dare.
Here, detectives are the special squad of the police. They got a little more status than the patrol officers. You knew that, didn't ya?
Yeah, but I don't think it's fair. You know, they glamorize detectives so much on TV shows, and really a lot of times they don't do as much as the regular officers.
Maybe they get glamorized because actually the job is a lot of leg work and boring stuff, but once in a while they really pull in the big ones.
I'll pull in the big ones. I'll pull you in. Okay, go ahead. Try me now.
All right, where were we? In case of homicide, members of the police force will A, try to change the mental attitude of the dying person. Wait, I gotta change the page. B, attempt to obtain a statement from the dying person. C, not give the information they obtain directly to the DA. District Attorney, here, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
D, be careful not to question the dying person. A, prevent other persons from taking dying declarations.
I don't know if I understood. Prevent other persons. Well, they ought to get a statement. What was that? B?
It's right. Attempt to obtain a statement from the dying person. Okay, the mental attitude of a person making a dying declaration is of greater importance because it can determine whether A, the victim should be interrogated in the presence of witnesses, B, the victim will be willing to make a statement of any kind, C, the victim has been forced to make the statement, D, the statement will indicate who committed the crime, E, the statement can be used as evidence.
E, evidence.
That's right. District attorneys find that statements of a dying person are important because A, it may be that the victim will recover and then refuse to testify. B, they are important elements in determining the mental attitude of the victim. C, they present a point of view. D, it may be impossible to punish the criminal without such a statement. E, dead men tell no tales.
Well, certainly E is true, but I'd say D, because you can't punish the criminals without the statement.
Very good. You're really picking up. In the investigation of a homicide case, it is desirable to have photographs taken of the body in its original condition and position. Of the following, the best reason for this practice is that the photographs, A, show the motive for the homicide, and thus indicate likely suspects. B, indicate if the corpse has been moved in any way. C, form a permanent record of the body and the scene of the crime. D, reveal the specific method used in committing the homicide.
I'd say C, it forms a permanent record.
That's very right.
All right, let me try you here. The questioning of witnesses is often much less truth-revealing than are physical clues found at the scene of the crime. Of the following, the chief justification for this statement is that A, most witnesses rarely tell the truth. B, physical clues are always present if examination is thorough. C, questioning of witnesses must be supported by other evidence. D, the memory of witnesses is often unreliable.
Well, no. That's certainly true. Their memories are very bad sometimes. I'd say D.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'll do you now. John's, It was suspected of having committed at 8:30 p.m. a crime of homicide. On the project grounds where he lives, claims that he could not have committed the act because he worked overtime till 8 p.m. In order to prove that Jones actually could have committed the act in question, it is most important to know A. how long it takes to get from the project to Jones' place of work, B. if there are any witnesses to the fact that Jones worked overtime, C. Jones' reputation in the community, or D. what kind of work Jones does.
How about B, if there's witnesses that he worked overtime?
No, the answer is A. How long does it take to get from the project to John's place of work?
Oh, see, these are hard.
Yeah, let's take a little smoke break. We don't want to work our brains to death. Yeah, we didn't want to get brain strain. Let's have a little recreation now. How about a little vice and gambling? Yeah, give me that thing here. And look here. The best method of effective vice control requires A. repression by illegal means, B. use of paid informants, C. reliance on self-incrimination, D. righteous public indignation, E. a noisy press.
Okay. Gee. I'd say B, use of paid informers.
That's right, and so is D. That had a two-part answer, too. Righteous public indignation, too.
Oh, so now they start giving you two choices.
Here, what about this? One of the girls in the bar comes up to you and asks if you would like to come to her apartment and have a party. At this point, the best procedure would probably be to A. arrest her for resorting and take her out of the bar. B. ignore her because an arrest is not justified. C. agree to go with her and make the arrest later. Make it outside. D. play along with her till she gets more specific.
Well, I'd say D, I guess.
That's right. What about this? You're sitting at a bar and a girl approaches a male patron sitting beside you, asking to buy her a drink. The bartender encourages the patron to buy the girl a drink. Under these circumstances, you'd probably have a basis for arresting the A. girl only, B. bartender only, C. owner of the bar only, D. girl and bartender only, E. girl, bartender, and owner.
The last one, she's not the only guilty one.
Yeah, you're right. You were always very good in voice. Yeah, I'll never forget the time when I was a kid. We were playing and we saw this guy pushing a lady into the car. We thought she was in distress. We pelted him with rocks and she got away. Later I found he was a plainclothes detective and she was a hooker. Yeah, still, yeah.